MLB 다셔 25.
Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now, please welcome your...
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Dodgers.
About to get started here, and on the mound now, Shohei Ohtani. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Let's go, showtime.
On the inside corner for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Next offering is in for a strike.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That was pretty nasty.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And first offering is fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That misses. Now 1-2. Now one missed.
Come on, showtime.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Edman going back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Come on, showtime.
Judge rips that one. Pajes sizes this one up, nabs it, and that is that. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Garrett Cole.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Line drive, Adam in center field.
Batting second. Center
Here's the
fielder,
Dodgers lineup now.
Tommy
And it's
Edman.
clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And here comes Tommy Edman. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but oh, and a nice sliding stop to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Right through there for a strike. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some hitters in your lineup that make contact. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. Swings and misses. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Punch him out.
And that skips in the dirt.
Strike him out.
There's a swing and a drive. Pajes ranging back. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Punch him out.
Now this is in the air down the line.
Let's go, baby.
And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Stanton measures 6 feet 6 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman in position. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting sixth, catcher Austin Wells.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Wells. And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
Just missed.
Let's go, Los Angeles.
Strike 1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Bottom of the second. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Cole back to work. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
Let's go, Hernandez.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Bellinger sizing this one up.
Figure it out.
Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Come on, Will.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down. And now it's Max Muncy.
Let's go, Funky Muncy.
Ball one, no strikes.
Let's go, Max.
Foul ball there. And that's down and away.
2 balls,
Smith
1
over at
strike.
first with one away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And next for LA, Andy Pajes. Fastball for a strike. Now fly ball to right center. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. That is the inning. One left for LA. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in LA. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Right through there for a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. Edmonds sprinting for this one. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jason Dominguez, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that's in the dirt.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And misses inside. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
One down, base is empty. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Top of the third, no score. Inside ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Batting ninth.
And here is Oswaldo Cabrera.
Swing.
First
Ball,
pitch, and he
outside.
just misses. And another
left
ball.
inside.
Get two, get two.
That one misses. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That's in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss. Man at first, one away. Got him looking. 2 away now. So the batting order turns over. Anthony Volpe now at the plate. Struck out looking his first time. And
Nope,
ball
that's
1.
ball. Let's go, LA.
2 outs. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Let's go, Dodgers.
The 1-1. Popped up. Freeman right there to make the grab. And that is that. 1 left for the Yankees, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Michael Conforto. And a foul ball. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Goes down looking.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Popped up, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts now. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So they go quietly there. On to inning number 4. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball for a strike. Lined into right. Pajes calls it in, and there's one away. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Outside low, and that is ball one.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. It's 1-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Base is empty, one away. Now here is Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, not close.
Inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Go back to New York.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Muncy puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Now batting.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Two outs and 1 in scoring position.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Pitch
1-1.
misses, and now it's even 1-1.
All right, Dodgers.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And he chases that one. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the 4th. Yankees 1, and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Tommy Edman. Right through there for a strike.
Let's go, Blue.
That pitch gets the corner. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
That one the other way. Volpe handles, throws to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And here's Freddie Freeman. He struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Come on, Dodgers!
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Hard hit, right side. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Fly to center his first time.
All right, Los Angeles.
And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1. That one ripped left field. Did 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Looking good, Dodgers.
Base hit into center field. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. We're tied at 1.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Max Muncy at the dish. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Smith off of first with 2 away. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2 outs. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out.
Back-to-back singles. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, 2 outs. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. And that one in the air center field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Ohtani back to work. Headed down the line. Pajes on the move towards foul ground. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Next pitch is downstairs. And that one lifted in the air center field. Edman sizes this one up. Corrals it. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Dominguez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 22 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Outside low, and a count 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike. Get out of here, Yankees.
Swinging a foul straight back.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Strike.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Caught looking his first time up. Ball one, no strikes. And it goes just foul.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Down in order go the Yankees. Still tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the DH, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
And that is out of play.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 2-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And stepping in is the speedy Ha-Seong Kim. Just missed.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Way out front for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
So the lineup flips over. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 1 run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. And that skips in the dirt. That's a strike, and a count 1-2.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Caught him looking for the K. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman, has grounded out a couple of times.
Tommy Edman.
Just missed.
Wait for your pitch now. Come on, Los Angeles.
Ball, that's out.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. And that's in the dirt. Inside, just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
No outs, runner at first. And now it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Hey, double him up.
Now move to first. Volpe dives back in safely. That one's in there, 0-1. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's inside. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here is Aaron Judge. He's already homered here in this one. Way high.
Let's get the easy 2 now. Let's go.
Judge waits. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Sit him down.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
One down, here comes Cody Bellinger.
Crying out loud.
Clips the corner, 0-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Check on the runner, and he's back in there.
Come on, LA.
2 on, 1 out. And that's outside.
Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's filled up. Giancarlo Stanton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 1 out. Runners at first and second.
Strike him out.
And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Ohtani will depart, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching.
Michael
for the
Grove
Dodgers,
gets handed the rock out of the pen.
number 29.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
So bases all loaded up. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Golden opportunity right here.
No batter.
Swing and a ground ball, and it's just foul. That was close.
Shut them down.
Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 run's in. The second run scores. It's 3-2.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
2 on, 1 out. And now Austin Wells. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Bellinger on third. Stanton at first. 1 gone. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 2
The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
Strike him out.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Huge strikeout there. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the 6th inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Lifted in the air, right field. Judge getting an angle on it. Hauls it in, one away.
Are you kidding me?
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 2.
Go Dodgers!
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
In the air, left field, down the line. Dominguez snags it for the second out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
For the Dodgers,
And up to the plate is Will Smith. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground to third.
Get there. Get there.
Gets it to first. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 3-2. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
51, Alex Vesia.
Paul Goldschmidt now.
Leading off for the Yankees, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
This one in the air. Freeman settles underneath it. He makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. He is struck out and he is walked. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman Oswaldo.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering, and it just misses. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Lake Trinan up and throwing. Scott warming up as well. The lefty, the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the inning, here's Max Muncy.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tie-in run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
That clips the corner.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
That misses the zone, and 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Falling behind 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye of the strike zone. Andy Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Looking to get the tying run on base. And the tying run is on base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Cole is done in this one, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Fernando Cruz on the pitch here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And next for LA, Andy Pajes.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
In there at the knees. Strike 1.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And that one fouled off. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strike.
And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Fought off foul. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
1-2 is the count.
One more time.
So the tying run at second. Pitch misses outside. And the count 1 and 2. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that is a big first out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Two on, 1 out. And that
Nope, that's the ball.
misses. And it's 1 and 1. And he lays down a bunt. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
Now batting, shortstop.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot.
0 for 3 in this one.
And that's
Inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. Ball 1.
Let's bring him home now. Come on. Come on, home run.
There's a strike. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second.
Here we go.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. He will score. It's 4-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Fernando Cruz won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching. for the
Mark
New York
Leiter
Yankees.
Jr. will take over
Number
here.
56,
They know that he can get
Mark
a right-hander
Leiter
out,
Jr.
but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Let's go now. Base in here.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The run scores. Here comes a second. Save! It's 6-3.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
One down, runner at third. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Come on, Dodgers, let's go.
And that's outside.
Wait for your pitch. All right, let's
And now 2-0.
Way to be patient.
Come on, Dodgers.
And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That works.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Now
guy at the
batting,
plate was not going to help him out by
left
swinging at
fielder,
something out of the zone.
Teoscar
Now it's the Dodger
Hernandez.
cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 3.
Keep it going. All right, Dodgers. Woo.
And there's the strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Just missed. Not close with that one. 2-2. Out to short. Off balance feed. There's one, but not in time at first. He's safe. The inning is still alive and the run scores.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Will Smith to the plate. That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike one. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Yankees 3. We go to the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The Yankees looking to rally. Vesia back to work. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Kopech also getting ready. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch inside, and now 3-0. There's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So a man aboard. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Volpe gets his lead at first with nobody out. The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Come on, Los Angeles.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2-2 the count.
Back up the. Oh, that got him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron.
And now they'll
Judge.
hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Alex Vesia will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, Lake Trinan.
Number 49.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Here we go. Turn 2.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-2.
Next offering misses down and away. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next,
Here comes Cody Bellinger.
fielder Cody Bellinger.
Home right here.
First
Nope.
pitch
Ball
just misses. Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
We got this. Let's go.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And the first offering is not close. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And that misses. And the count is 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And that skips in the dirt.
No strike.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box.
Now
You
batting,
can see it right there with such
Austin
tight plate
Wells.
discipline.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Little chopper rolls foul. Bases loaded, 2 down.
Go Dodgers.
That's out.
Go LA.
Outside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Come on, let's kill this inning.
Two outs. Bases are full.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Gone. Grand slam. He circles the bases, and we're all square. It's 7-7.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Wow, down 4 late in the game. Things aren't looking too good at that point, but they've refused to back down. Great at bats to load the bases and get that tying run to the plate, and boom, grand slam, and we're starting over. This should be a great finish.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they jump out front. It's 8-7. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Lake Trinan is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
Tanner
for the
Scott
Dodgers,
taking over on the mound.
Number
He has a
66.
great slider with tons of
Tanner
movement.
Scott.
Two outs, nobody on. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Scott, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. The 0-1.
Off the plate, ball one.
Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back.
Come on, Dodgers.
And now the lefty knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, left field, Hernandez. Sizing this one up, and that'll do it. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now an 8-7 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tim Hill.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off.
Here
for the
comes Max
Dodgers,
Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Dodgers. Go, Los Angeles.
Ball one there.
Inside.
Action in the pen down there. Devin Williams getting ready to go.
Let's go, kid.
Chisholm
Come on, come on.
throws to first in time. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes.
Go Dodgers.
Out towards right center field. Judge really on his horse for this one. Squeezes it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And here is Michael Conforto. He's already homered in this game.
Hey, stay hot.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Now a move being made at second base. Entering is the pinch runner, Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Ground ball right side. Chisholm in plenty of time to first. And that is that. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Dodgers 7. All set to start the ninth in this one. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. And first offering is fouled off. Now he breaks his bat. Steps on first for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike one.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz
Man at first with
Chisholm
one gone.
Jr.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
High in the air, out to right. Pages sizes this one up. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. In there, and it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Step off, throw to first, and he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Yankees 8 and the Dodgers 7. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time.
Devin Williams.
Here's Mookie Betts at the plate now. He's one of the few players in baseball history to win the MVP and World Series in the same season.
Yeah, that 2018 Red Sox season was special.
And so was 2024 for Mookie and the Dodgers. Just like that Boston team, LA won the World Series with the MVP on their roster. Instead of Mookie, though, it was Shohei who claimed the double.
Come on!
1-run game, bottom 9. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Betts chasing that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go!
The shortstop takes the ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Let's go!
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Edman swings through it for strike 1.
All ones the count.
All right, Los Angeles.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
1 ball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ripped to short.
Hustle up.
Volpe throws it to first in time. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Freeman, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
All right, Dodgers. Woo.
Fouled off. He was late. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That one misses. 3-1.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And the 3-1. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, we saw both teams come ready to swing it in this one, and they found a lot of success. Couple of touchdowns up on the board today. Pretty amazing, and it turned out to be a close one considering all the runs put up. Really wild.
전원.